Hey YouTube world, it's me Coco. I know y'all don't know me, but if y'all stay tuned, y'all like and subscribe to my channel, and y'all ring them post notification bells, then y'all will get to know me, right? I'm finally here making my first video. I kept telling myself for the longest time that once I get my new phone with a good camera, then I will make my video. I will start my YouTube channel, and guess what? 2 days ago, I done got my new phone, and this camera quality is awesome. So you know what that means. I'm starting my YouTube channel. Today's topic is about parenting, toxic parenting, and how I personally work on breaking those cycles. I am a mother of two. I have a soon-to-be 3-year-old, and my younger one just turned 1. And y'all will see them throughout my videos once I start to post more. Before I get started really at the subject at hand, let me say, I am not targeting anyone. I am not talking about anyone in specific. I am not bashing anyone. I'm not here to trash anyone. I'm not here to bully anyone. If the shoe fits and you don't like it, then change it. If you don't want to change it, then see, there go the oldest one. I don't know why she's sucking on the pacifier. But if you don't want to change it, then don't get mad when people speak on the subject at hand. On to the subject. I personally believe that the way you treat your children will reflect on how your life goes, right? If you treat your children like shit, then your life will be shit. If you treat your children like you love them and you treat them with care, then your life will be, a bit more easier. And I'm not saying that your life is going to be perfectly fine because you treat your children with all the care in the world, because of course we do go through our struggles, and there are things that we have to learn, there are things that we have to experience, and there are hurdles that we have to get over in order to grow to the next phase of our life. I also believe that once you become pregnant, you should really work on healing yourself. Granted, we don't really plan on being pregnant. Like, I know I didn't plan to be pregnant with my first one, but it happened. So I took the necessary steps that I needed to take to heal myself in order for me to be a better parent than what my mother was to me. So with that being said, you need to work on healing. Like, that is an absolute must. There is no way around it. In order for you to be that loving, nurturing parent that you need to be, you need to heal yourself. And I'm speaking from experience. When raising children, toxic parents love to say that they're treating their children with self-love. There is no such thing as self-love, okay? Because if you love something, you nurture it, you love it, you take care of it, and you build it, right? Think about it. When you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and you love that boyfriend or girlfriend, you love them, you nurture them, you take care of them, and you help them grow into the person that they're supposed to be, right? So why is it different when it comes to your children? Your children need that tender love and care, period. No matter how old or how young they are, they literally need that tender love and care. Like, you see growing up the children who don't get that love and care from their parents, they tend to be get-wits, they tend to be bullies, they tend to just be like all over the place, because they don't get the love that they need at home. They, especially the ones who see their parents love somebody, like love another grown person and not love them, like, it really affects them and it really hurts them and it really shows. Another thing, toxic parents love to curse their children out. Young children, teenage children, toddlers, they love to curse them out. Why? I don't know. Like, why would you call your seed a nigga or a bitch or a hoe? Like, whatever you decide to call them, or why would you tell them to hurry the fuck up when you know that they got little legs to walk, Instead, you need to put yourself kind of sort of on their level, okay? Example, when you go out, right, and you know they walking slow. You know that they walk slow. Either you put yourself in a position where you give yourself and them enough time to make it there to your destination on time. That means you leave out early, right? You leave out early so that way they can take their time and walk. Or you gonna go through the necessary actions to, I guess, pick them up or put them in the stroller to make sure you go there. To make sure you get there on time. Not tell them to hurry the fuck up every fucking 5 seconds or to pull them along, and like, it don't work like that. And also too, please stop telling your sons that when he's crying, he's acting like a little bitch or a little girl. He is a human being. All human beings have emotions, okay? We are all entitled to our feelings, and we are all entitled to how we choose to express our feelings. If you don't want him to cry all the time, then really take the time out to help him express his emotions in different ways instead of telling him to stop crying like a little bitch. Cause you sound like a little bitch getting mad because your 5-year-old little boy who don't know how to explain his feelings is crying. Okay, that you're the little bitch, not him. Me personally, I don't curse my children out. I don't even curse at my children. Yes, I curse around my children, which is bad, but that's a habit that I need to work on. But I don't curse my children out. I am one of the parents that speak life into my children, okay? Instead of calling my daughter a dumb bitch, I'm going to tell her, I call her intelligent every day. I'm like, you're my child of intelligence. You're amazing. Like, you can do any and everything that you want to do. Like, you have the capability, you have the possession to do what it is that you feel like you need and you want to do. It's just that simple. Like, who really feels the need to curse out their children? Another thing toxic parents do is undermine the struggles of their children. Granted, yes, the struggles that we go through as adults are different or are far more greater than the struggles that our children go through. But you know why it's greater? Because we done already been there and we done already done that, right? And even though we've been there and we've done that, we're still not in their position, right? They're raised differently from us. You know, the environment is different than what we grew up in. The times are different than what we grew up in. Like, everything is different. So at the end of the day, what they go through is still truly different than what we went through when we were their age. So you cannot undermine your children's struggles or your children's problems and then get mad when they don't talk to you. Even though you may think that their issues are little, you still want to come across as if you care, right? Because when they do go through like major issues, you want them to talk to you, right? The goal is to build a relationship, to build a bond, and to have them come to you about any and everything that they have a problem with. If you undermine the slight struggles that they have, they're not going to want to come to you about bigger issues. It's just not about to happen. One thing that toxic parents do that I really hate is when it comes to spanking their children. And I'm not talking about beating, because beating is another form of abuse that is like a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. But when it comes to spanking their children, they always say, this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. No, it don't. Yes, as a parent, when we decide to spank our children, it does hurt us emotionally, but it don't hurt us more than it hurts them. They go through the physical pain that may or may not go away, because if it leaves bruises or scars, it's going to be with them forever. And they go through the emotional pain. Like, we are the person who gave life to them. We are the person that feeds them. We do this, we do that. But yet, we are the same person who beats them. That traumatizes a child. Well, whoop them. That actually does traumatize a child, you know? It does, because why would we tell them that we love them and then turn around and strike them? Or why would we strike them and then turn around and tell them that we love them, right? Don't that sound like an abusive relationship right there? Like, you would tell your daughter or your son to leave their boyfriend or girlfriend if they hit them, right? You know? if he or she love you, he or she's not going to put his hands on you. I mean, I personally don't spank, and I'm not knocking the parents that do spank, but think about really what you teaching your children in the long run. Okay? Toxic parents are also very, 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 very controlling. Like, it's like they want to live their life through their children. Understand that, yes, we want better for our children and we think we know best for our children, but at the end of the day, we don't know what's best for our children. Our position as parents are to build them, to nurture them, to guide them, to protect them. But at the end of the day, when it comes to learning lessons, we do have to let them learn their lessons, and we have to be there to support them through their growth and through their learning stages. We cannot hold them back. I mean, granted, yes, I'm not saying let your kids just do any and everything or to be wild, or, I'm not saying that. But just because you don't necessarily agree with a certain thing, then it doesn't mean that you should be against it and not let them do it. Example, your child wants to be a dancer, right? As a parent, just because you don't approve of them wanting to be a dancer, and I'm not talking about a stripper, I'm talking about like a dancer, like a hip-hop dancer, a ballerina, something like that. Just because you don't approve of it or you want them to do something else does not mean that you tell them that they shouldn't do it or you prevent them from doing it. No, you should encourage them to do what they want to do. Yes, you can give them your suggestions, but you can't have them live the life that you want them to live. Like, it's just not going to work, because then what are they going to do when you're no longer around? Think about it. Or if they do wind up doing everything that you want them to do, they're always going to seek your approval. And then when you're no longer around, or you tend to not seek their approval, it's going to crush their world. So think about it. What are they going to do then? Think about the trauma that leaves on them. Like, y'all, I could really go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about toxic parents, but I ain't going to do that. I'm not going to continue this. I'm not going to sit here and bore you. So we're going to cut that short and leave it there. But yeah, comment how y'all think my video went. Comment y'all views on toxic parenting. Comment any subjects that y'all want me to talk about. Comments always open. Comment anything. Follow me on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram name down low. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching.